Let's listen to the raw audio recording again, and I'll give you my diagnosis of what's happening.
I'm based out of Middletown, New York, which is a little bit upstate, like an hour from the city. And the microphone I'm using to record is a Sennheiser MKH50.
So I've got no processing effects. That is the raw file we just heard. And if I look at his recording level, it was a little bit hot. For some of the other peaks, it's actually in a pretty good range. He's got a good exposure here. So I lowered the recording level just a little bit when I was considering the entire file of his dialogue. Here's one of the things that strikes me right away is when I listen to this audio, usually when there's a reflection sound, it modifies the tone. I'm not actually hearing it modify the tone much in this. He's got a really balanced type of sound. So, and I'll explain that a little bit. When there's a reflection sound, it's either a long reflection, like an echo happening in the room, which is happening in this example, or it's a short reflection, and that could be something that is reflecting from a surface that's closer, right? So a smaller room. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to use my visual aid if I could find it. I've got a piece of poster board here. It's just a black piece of board, and I want you to listen to my voice. I'm going to keep a steady distance to my microphone. I'm going to speak at the same projection level, but I'm going to add this reflective piece, and I want you to hear how the tone changes. Listen to how the tone is modified when I move this thing around and what you're able to hear versus when it's gone. Nothing has changed. I haven't changed the mic. I haven't changed my position from the mic or the power of my projection. It's kind of the same. That's how a short reflection sound can modify the tone of your voice recording. I'm not hearing that here. So that leads me to believe that the space he's recording in is big enough. Those reflections are happening and they're longer reflections. It's echoing in the room. There's not like, he's not in a small space. I think it's a bigger room. It's not actually causing much of a tone change. The frequency response, and you can see it here, is kind of flat, right? This is the lower frequencies below his voice, but the peaks in the spectrum analyzer are pretty flat.